Hello, Falcon families. This is Ryan Rismore, principal here at Graham High School. I bring with me today Bonnie Altstaetter. Bonnie is a brand new teacher to our district, teaching physical science and physics to our high schoolers here at the building. So welcome, Bonnie. Glad to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
As we did with Paul Bissler just a few weeks ago, wanted to have an opportunity to share our new staff and other staff that are here in the building. Just in case you wanted to figure out who is walking around the halls with your students. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you to Graham and your experiences that got you to here.
So I basically grew up in Anna, Ohio. So that's just right on I-75. I was there my whole life. I was super involved with the FFA program there. And then eventually I decided I want to be a teacher and let's go to Bowling Green. They're known for creating these awesome educators. So I decided to do that. I actually had some help with my chemistry and physics high school teacher. She was the one that recommended me to a bunch of scholarships and also to the schools in order for me to get accepted. So after 4 years of there, I got to meet some really awesome people and got involved with this action program where I conducted research in order to help me prove my teaching abilities, my understanding of the world of science. And that's what I'm here to bring to Graham. It seems that Graham is very heavy on STEM and on STEAM and on all these great innovations that I wanted to bring my research here because it seemed like this would be the best fit for me.
Fantastic. Well, and then from one Falcon family to another. So of course, join our Graham Falcons. So as we get going into this year, we have some pretty critical questions that I think some of our audience members would love to hear. Let's start off with, who is your hero?
It has to be the classic mom. She's been my rock. She's always been somebody who's helped me has guided me, has given me a lot of guidance on the decisions that I've decided to make, whether it's to pursue further education or to push myself to try these scholarships, to try these different events, try these different activities. And without her, I don't think I'd be where I was at today. She's definitely my hero for sure.
Good moms, good moms. If you were to be a superhero, what would your superpower be?
If I were to be a superhero, I'd hope I have telekinesis. That way I can read on what's going on in my students' minds, first of all. And also it'd be pretty neat to lift things. So when I'm cleaning my classroom or if I'm trying to lift heavy objects, whatever it may be, especially with the amount of whiteboards that I use in my classroom, quite a few.
Perfect. What has been your favorite vacation?
Oh, my favorite vacation. Probably the one I went to right in Ohio. We went to Kalahari. We brought all of the cousins, all the aunts and uncles, my older brother, my mom and dad. And what we did is that we went and we felt like we were 10-year-old kids where we just rode on all the different rides, got on all the different tubes. There was even a video game water slide ride, and we competed to see who could get the best score. And overall, it wasn't very far from home, but it was fantastic. It was just, we got to have a lot of fun. We got to have a lot of laughs, and we got to swim, which was really fun. I enjoyed that. That's probably one of my favorite vacations, just being with everybody.
Great. What has been your proudest accomplishment?
My proudest accomplishment, probably the biggest one, was getting into this Science and Math in Action scholarship program. There's not that many people that get into it when you go into Bowling Green, but the experiences I got there were just priceless. I got to work with NASA in order to collect data for one of their satellites they put up in 2015. I was one of the lead people that presented that information to the GLOBE program that we were working with as well. It was probably one of my proudest accomplishments, was getting into that program and working with NASA. I don't think I would have gotten that opportunity without that.
Yeah, that is incredible. What is your favorite season?
Fall. I'm so ready for fall. I'm ready for the sweaters. I'm starting to see the leaves turn outside. A lot of the scents that I'm starting to smell are pumpkin or cinnamon. I'm ready to bust those out in my home. So I'm ready. I'm excited for fall. That's my favorite season. Absolutely.
And last but not least, what is your hope for this year?
So my hope for this year is to hopefully spread my passion of science to my students. I have a lot of different characters coming into my classroom. Some people love science, some people don't like science, but I'm hoping that my passion rubs off onto them. So when they leave my classroom at the end of the year, they have a little more love for science, and hopefully I can give that to my students.
Fantastic. Well, again, this is Bonnie Altstaetter, teaching physical science and physics here at Graham High School, and glad to have you, and wishing you best for this year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
There we go.
There we go.